for Greg. This might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now a look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5 spot. Now here's Lillard into the lane. Wells grabs the miss.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. And they will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Morant. To the middle, stolen by Jackson. Pass to Morant. Right wing. Memphis moving it around. Stolen by Prince. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And Kuzma spacing the floor nicely, patiently waiting and knocking down the 3.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
And the Grizzlies with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. That shot wide open.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Morant outside. Pass to Edey. It's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Memphis leading by 5. Payne for 3. Pass to Morant. Three-pointer. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now, here's Lillard. Looking to end the run. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Look at that.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
Lillard outside. Lopez passes to Lillard. From outside, off the mark. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. 4-point game. A kick out to Bane. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Prince can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And that one's good. Morant.
Something that Morant continues to work on. When he's hitting from deep, he is basically unguardable.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard. He has 5. Prince outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bane finds Jackson. Wells wide open. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Morant against Lillard. Pass to Wells. To the inside. Bane uses both hands to slam it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, and the 3 off target. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. The rebound by the Bucks. That's a 2 from Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just face it. He whiffs on that. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The 3 from Morant. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Obviously. Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Lillard against Morant. It's deflected. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go. And you want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Just reliable, guys. He's just all.
Pass to Edey. Quarter number 2 gone by. Jackson has the
money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Morant against Lillard. Fires from way outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Kuzma outside. From deep, Prince. Ja Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. And stolen by Lillard. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And again, the Bucks miss.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Lopez, no luck. Memphis leading by 20. Now, here's Morant for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
And Damian Lillard one time rising up for everybody.
It's Morant with the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
You love Lillard because he loves the game. And this is a guy who just wants to be out there. He wants the ball in the hands. And he tries not to get caught up in all the drama that happens around the game. It's 100% focused on it.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent. And so it's Memphis controlling the game. And thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Santi Aldama. Pippen is out there with Kennard. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. Kennard way outside. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Porter. Lays it up off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Bucks trail by 20. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Huff. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Huff. Banked in off the glass. Huff's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Sims with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Here's Stephens. From deep, Green hits the three-point bomb.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
In the corner, Kennard with it. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Kennard picks up the other end of that phone and says, I'll answer with a 3.
To the middle, here's Sims, and that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And here's Green outside. The offensive rebound. Trent outside. Bucks passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. And Porter, here we go. It's rebounded by Memphis. Driving inside. Kennard finds Pippen to the wing right side. Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. Sims with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Stephen.
That's
a great
dunk. Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Trent can't hit. Memphis leading by 22. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Cans it from downtown. Kennard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
This guy can flat out shoot it. Kennard comfortable anywhere on the floor at any moment.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
On the wing, Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Green's got 8.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Sims has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Porter finds Green. Sinks the 3-pointer. 11 points in the game.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Lillard, the pass to Giannis. Off target from outside. Now Wells wants to get to Morant and does.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes.
Oh, the power on that throw down.
Unreal.
How about the authority from Moran? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Here's Kuzma. Offline with his 3.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Lillard from outside gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And Lillard wasting no time getting 3 back.
Morant against Lillard. Pass to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Now Wells launches a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
It's like reading the picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Giannis drives in. There's Lopez with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Lillard against Morant. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Lillard. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Jackson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lopez kicks to Lillard. And he drops it in from the low post. Lillard's got 20.
It doesn't take much or long for Lillard to catch fire. An incredible offensive talent.
And it's Morant missing. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Lopez outside. Lopez sets a screen for Prince. A putback. Edey with the rebound. Memphis has gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Prince fires away from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Morant throws it down.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And not just a volume shooter. Lillard, very accurate.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
Oh, my
the confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Lillard with it. From deep 3-point territory. And the miss. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think,
big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And so let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at point guard. Here's Prince. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
The shot by Brown, no good. Here's Milwaukee. Prince down low. He's against Murray. Pass to Kuzma. To the left side wing. Here's Lillard. Jokic grabs the board. Brown passes to Gordon. Murray from outside. Counted from distance.
And hey, I mean, Murray will take the corner 3 when it's given to him. You got to chase him off this line.
Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
Now here's Jokic. Offline with a 3. For 3, here's Lillard. And again, it's the Bucks missing. Denver has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And Gordon with the big finish.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Lillard against Murray. And the dunk by Lillard.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Lillard double team. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots from the baseline. Denver grabs the miss.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And he makes it.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Lopez finds Prince. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Prince can't hit. And here are the Nuggets. They're on a 12-4 run. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Now here's Porter. Outside Murray. Gordon on the wing. Prince against Murray. Gordon outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 8. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000 point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Lillard over Murray, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. Lillard's got 6.
What's incredible, he doesn't need much space to let it fly. Lillard's shooting touch does wonders for his team spacing.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. "46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive from Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. 4-point game. Prince, the pass to Lillard, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Here's Brown. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Porter in the post.
Oh, my goodness! Anything in the bag on that one.
Yeah!
Bring it home. Send it in. Throw it down.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3. Lopez against Jokic. Back to Antetokounmpo. A big-time flush by Giannis.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
It's tipped. Kuzma for 3. Brown grabs the board. The Nuggets lead by 9. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
And here's Porter outside. Prince grabs the miss. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And here's Lopez from the arc. Knocks down the long J. Lopez has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, some people would question that shot from Lopez, but not here, not today. This guy can stroke it.
Launches it. The shot by Brown, no good. The Bucks trail by 4. Lillard outside. Kuzma outside. Three-pointer off the mark. Denver has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Launches it from deep. Porter pulls it in. Denver leading by 6. Jokic way outside. Prince grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Kuzma outside. Back to Prince. Just 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gordon. And another miss by Milwaukee. The Nuggets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Pass to Prince. Here's Kuzma. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Takes the three. The shot by Brown, no good. Bucks trail by 9. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Prince with the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
On the wing, Porter. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
Fun watching Porter Jr. come right back with his own 3. Love that competitive spirit.
The shot by Brown, no good. The Bucks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Jokic against Prince. Brown grabs the board. Denver leading by 9. Jokic in the post. Prince is there. From the top of the key. And it's Jokic missing. The Bucks shooting only 36% during the second. Lillard looking around. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Prince. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. Prince has got 6 points. And so it's Denver leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off. Effective. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot from line. They're measuring up the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Bobby Portis out there with Green. Then there's Gary Trent. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Sims in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Lets it fly from 18. Porter gets the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
Here's Trent. Offensive rebound. Pass to Green. Porter from outside. And another miss by Milwaukee. And Gordon has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Murray for 3. Denver the rebound. Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Gary Trent.
Too big, too skilled. Jokic just methodically breaks you down. He's a very unique player.
Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
From deep three-point range, that one is off.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
This one for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Porter from outside. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic is... Here's Westbrook. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, Westbrook so good at navigating the defense. This guy has ball skills, dexterity, and a motor that just doesn't stop. He gets to his shot when he wants to.
And Denver making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Trent left side. Portis with a screen on Westbrook. Porter finds Portis. And here's Porter. Back to Portis. From deep. And the Bucks miss again. The Nuggets lead by 10. Here's Strother. Yet to see a basket. Jordan misses.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look. He's one of the guys they don't mind taking a three in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Westbrook. Up and in on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
You know, Westbrook able to score from anywhere. He just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
Denver's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4 to the right side. Fade away. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Trent outside. Knocked loose. To the inside. The lob. Very well done.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
From about 19. Bucks trail by 11. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Pure from three-point range. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Up top, Westbrook. He's guarded by Porter. Westbrook outside. Shoots it from the corner. Chanchar passes to Jordan. Here's Chanchar. Second shot opportunity. Porter pulls it in.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
They get it back. Goes back up. Puts up a deep 3. The shot comes out. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Here's Strother. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got 7 rebounds in the game. Prince from deep three-point land. Rebounded by Denver. And so it's Denver ending the quarter up 10. A big difference in shooting. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at the 5, down low. Denver leading by 10. On the wing, Murray, defended by Lillard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, Timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
Jokic with it, and Lopez picks him up, and it's Jokic missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. High arcing shot. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown passes to Murray. From 12 feet. Count that one. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
Murray using the mid-range, an effective shot for a good penetrator like Jamal. He's a natural scorer.
Here's Lopez. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Shots good by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis just doesn't stop working, plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
And here's Jokic outside. The rebound by the Bucks. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Denver leading by 10. Pass to Brown. Gordon with a screen on Lillard. Here's Brown. No good from outside.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Lillard against Porter. The 3 from Prince. Denver grabs the miss. Porter's got rebound number 7 tonight. To the paint. And Gordon with the big finish.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Back to Jokic. There's the 3. Doesn't go for him. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Prince. And he banks in the layup.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
For Denver, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. Here's Porter. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Lopez finds Lillard. Puts up a 3. Jokic grabs the board.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Porter looks it over. Pass to Jokic. Murray up top. And it's Murray finishing it off.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
Now here's Kuzma. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. The 3, here's Lillard. Lillard! What'd you expect?
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Outside Murray. From the arc. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
Love the response from Jokic. His competitive spirit turned up high.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Nuggets.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Nikola Jokic.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Jokic with a screen on Lillard. Out to Gordon. From deep, Jokic sends it home from three-point land. That gives him a double-double.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Milwaukee with the ball. Down by 12. For three, here's Lillard. Lillard can't get that one to fall. And Gordon with the big finish. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K.
matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard.
You gotta love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
Murray scanning the floor. Off target with his 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Morant against Jokic. And John Morant with the 3. Morant's got 5 now.
John Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and rolls.
And it's Gordon missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, wow. Okay, John turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Murray outside. Shoots over Morant. And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic. He has 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Jokic throws it down hard.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic.
Oh, wow.
Yes! My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Misses the baby hook. Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
The Grizzlies shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one, 57% from the field. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Jokic. Over Bane. And it's Jokic missing.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
You don't expect this from Jackson Jr. He catches him by surprise by passing it.
The dive for the ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Murray, no good. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. Good, nice job down low. Morant's got 11 points.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
And it's Gordon missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Inside. Back to Jackson. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Down low, out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Murray. He's got 5. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. .56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jackson gets the bucket.
Ooh, those are some grown man points there by Jackson Jr.
There's Porter with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Murray for 3. Wells grabs the miss. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Murray against Morant. Pass to Edey. Payne for 3. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
There's Porter with the 3. It's good from long range. Porter's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Denver.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire. And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like that.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Nuggets lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Denver.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Morant. Launches it. And it's Denver with the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Jokic. It's Jokic inside.
And the teardrop coming from a 7-footer. No one is stopping the Joker there.
Morant with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Pass to Edey. Wells with it. Porter's there. And the dunk by Wells.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And it's Gordon missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And a wide open look for Porter. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
Porter, a screen on Bane. And blocked by Bane. Morant outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
And here's Jokic. He's got 12 for three. Gordon. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 14.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Gordon and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Morant with a wide open look, and the three ball is good. Morant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
When Ja is knocking down that three consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
Jokic inside. Over Edey. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game. Morant finds Bane. Morant surveying the D. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 27.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
They get it back. And Jokic throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And so it's Memphis in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Russell Westbrook. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Drawther in at the 2 spot. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Ball stolen. Here's Huff, guarded by Jordan. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Aldama. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Then for 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Watson surveying the D. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to Jordan. That's tipped. And it's Memphis on the break. Good on the shot. Aldama's got his first points in this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
First team.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Count the basket.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Aldama with the ball. Shoots. And it's Memphis with another.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Kennard, and he makes good on the layup. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Memphis leading by 16. The three, Pippen. They get the rebound. Pass to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Watson. The Nuggets trail by 16. Westbrook drives in. Out to the right wing. Here's Strother. Knocked loose. One-on-one here. Kennard for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for him.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
They need this. Here's Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An incredible 6'11" athlete. DeAndre Jordan tries to own the rim on both ends. It's his airspace when he's out there.
So he comes up empty at the line. And the Grizzlies leading by 19. And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Denver shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Here's Westbrook. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
And stolen by Watson. Oh, and here we go. Watson, nobody back. And that one, good. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get out much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Westbrook. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. To the wing on the left, to the middle. Tries yet again. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And so it's Memphis. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Edey, good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes John Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Capable of being a very potent scorer. Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Outside Jackson. A kick out to Bane. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's Jokic. Goes up off the inbound. And Jokic throws it down.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
They grab their own miss. Jackson finds Morant. Fires for 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Jokic has a 2-pointer. And it's Morant with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And when his jumper's going down, Gordon's game goes to another level.
Here's Edey. Jokic defending. Edey can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 17. It's Porter outside. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. He's covered by Murray. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
His 4th personal foul. Second team foul.
Porter with the steal.
This is a clinic. They have absolutely owned this game, still keeping the pressure up with their D.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Now, here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. On the wing, Murray. And another miss by Denver.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Takes a 3. No good on that one. The Nuggets trail by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Memphis.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for John Morant.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. Now, here's Bane. He's guarded closely, connects from three-point range.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So it's the Grizzlies now. It's an 18-point game. Morant against Murray. And that one's good. Morant's got 39.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Pass to Bane. Morant with it, outguarded by Murray. Takes the three. And it's Morant missing. Here's Gordon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And the other...
aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the three.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Lopez can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Bane against Lopez. Here's Wells. Outside Morant. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Jackson outside. 4-3. Nails it from 3.
And you know what's... Team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Morant, and that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Here's Prince. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Here's Lillard. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep, Morant. Rebound, Milwaukee. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Lillard with the ball. He's picked up by Bane. Prince, the pass to Kuzma. And here is Antetokounmpo. Defended by Jackson. Baseline try. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And here's Morant outside. Buries it from 3. Morant's got 9 points.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously got it.
Oh! Wow! Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well. They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Kuzma with a screen on Jackson. The 3 from Prince. Cleared away by Wells. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 14-4 run. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly, that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Morant. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
And the dunk by Lillard.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Hey, get up, Dame. Mr. Lillard taking flight.
To the middle. Here's Wells. No made baskets yet. Jackson outside. Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. From deep, Morant. Kept alive. From downtown. No good.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Here's Lillard. He can't get it to go.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis.
Now, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the three, the small forward. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to...
Whoa! Giannis with a showstopper!
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Connects from downtown.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Morant. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. And here is Kuzma. It's Prince on the wing. To the wing on the left. Here's Lopez. That's short off the rim. Memphis leading by 4. Morant with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Jackson outside. No good on the three.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bane. Here's Prince. The Grizzlies pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Morant using his speed. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Wells. The three. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Here's Edey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now a 9-point Memphis lead.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Morant. And another miss by Milwaukee.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Lillard with the bucket.
On the fast break, Lillard's quickness makes him almost unstoppable, just beating the D up the floor.
Jackson on the wing. Antetokounmpo covering. Down low. Here's Edey. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Morant against Lillard. Oh, Morant from close range.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Wells. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. Yep, that one goes. Jackson's got 7.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Lillard looking around. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. From deep, Morant. Oh, a bomb from John.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Lillard passes to Kuzma. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. 52 seconds left to play in the half.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Lillard can't get that one to fall. Outside Morant. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. Fires from way outside. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Memphis ahead, up by 16. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan courtside runs. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
We've got Luke Kennard, and it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Aldama with it. Porter's there. Pass to Huff. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Aldama outside. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Porter. Pippen, pass to Aldama. Here's Stevens. Inside, Huff, and he jams it home with authority.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Trent with it. Down low. Here's Sims. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Memphis leading by 16. Kennard for 3. That one doesn't drop. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And it's Green missing. Memphis has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. The Bucks trail by 16. Ooh, it's stolen away. Driving in. The putback.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
Portis a screen. And here's Porter outside. Memphis with a rebound. Pass to Stevens. To the inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Huff's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Porter, the pass to Portis. An open look for Porter. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Picked by Aldama. Here's Pippen. Sends it home from three-point land. Pippen's got 5 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Kicks it out to Kennard. For 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Bucks trail by 21. On the wing, Porter. Here's Green. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Out to the wing. Trent against Kennard. Pass to Pippen. There's a minute 26 left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Huff. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Porter, the pass to Trent. Off target with the 3. Memphis leading by 19. Pass to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Huff. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Trent, tightly guarded, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Trent.
Gary Trent Jr. 2 shots.
Trent hits them both. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Pippen. Tries again. Stevens' shot is off. Bucks trail by 17. Trent for 3. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Stevens. And it's off from 3-point range. The Bucks have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. From deep 3-point land. Trent's shot is off. Let's go with a 3. Stevens' shot is off. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Kuzma, the pass to Lopez. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Morant. Cleared away by Wells. Wells has got 4 rebounds now. Morant against Lillard. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. To the middle. It's intercepted. They've got numbers. Here's Kuzma. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone but Jackson Jr.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Lopez with the steal. In transition, here come the Bucks. The three from Prince, counted from distance.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from three and capitalized.
Lillard against Morant. Jackson outside. Here's the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Pass to Edey. Jackson on the wing. Jack's up a three.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Going inside. Pass to Edey. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Brook Lopez. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Ooh, Lillard doing damage outside.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers, it's almost effortless how he shoots.
And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Grizzlies lead by 18. Outside Bane. Takes a three. Good, and the setup by Morant. Bane's got himself on the board with a three there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Jackson with a screen on Lillard. Jackson outside. Pass to Edey. Kicks it out to Jackson. The three is up. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Morant against Lillard. Inside. Here's Edey. Oh, powered down with both hands. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Wells, the pass to Jackson. On target from range.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Pass to Wells. Now Morant. To the inside. Jackson on the wing. Second shot opportunity. And the miss. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And the
Strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Trent's out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Gordon. Puts the move on. And it goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down.
Aaron Gordon with the nasty dunk.
And to Antetokounmpo. Jokic grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down.
Oh, that was something else.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Lopez, no luck.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "You have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Lillard, following the miss by Jokic. Lopez, a screen on Murray. Lillard misses.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Nuggets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
Kuzma outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. No good with the triple.
Oh, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. It's Prince on the wing. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Brown. And here's Gordon from outside. Giannis grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That one drops for him. Prince has got 8.
And Giannis treating the defense like a magazine. Easy reading here for him.
Porter against Giannis. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist from Porter. He's got 6.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
1:06 left to play in the first. Three-pointer, Lillard knocks down the 3-ball.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
Jokic driving in. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Brown. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Wide open look here for Murray. Misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Down low, knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. 27 seconds left to play here in the first, and it's Lillard missing. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. In the corner, it's Gordon. Fires from deep. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Launches a 3. The shot misses. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Nuggets. His work on the glass was outstanding. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. And they're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate the report.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jokic, no good. Bucks trail by 5. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Three-pointer, Lillard hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 6 points.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
Here's Porter. Takes it off the glass.
And they keep hammering. Away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They get a hand on it. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Pass to Kuzma. From the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Porter with the screen from Murray. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Rins outside. Launches from deep. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And, Bray, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on the nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Giannis charging into the lane.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Lopez against Jokic. Pass to Brown. Off target from three-point range. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee. 4-point game.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Here's Brown. 5 points in the game. There's the three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lillard from outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Murray down low. Guarded by Prince. Murray, good.
Yeah, there's a feeling sometimes, even at 6'3", when Murray gets to the interior, he plays a bit bigger.
Lillard from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bucks. Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. And he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Here's Porter. Drops in the layup for two. And it's a 5-point Denver lead.
Porter showing just great body control that time, taking the hit, but he keeps his eyes on the rim. That helps him score and finish.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Brown. Guarded by Prince. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Drains the three-pointer. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. And they get it. Lillard outside. They get it back.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open space.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got Portis. Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Green, and it's Sims in at the 5 spot. Here's Jokic. 5 to shoot. Brown's shot is off. Bucks trail by 8. Porter looking it over. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Brown, and he banks in the layup. Brown's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nuggets.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Gordon with no one around. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Gordon's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him. Bucks trail by 10. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. And a wide open look for Porter. No good on the quick 3.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Trent outside, takes the three. Strother grabs the miss.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Here's Chanshaw, defended by Portis. Pass to Strother. Here's Chanshaw. And again, Denver no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Back to Portis. Green with a screen on Jordan. No one covering. Portis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Portis attacking with some confidence. That's in his range.
Jordan's shot is off. Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Porter. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Green finds Trent. Back to Green. There's the triple. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. The Nuggets leading by 6. Hudson with it. Now Green defending. The trade. Sims with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And the Bucks miss again.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Bucks trail by 8. Porter passes to Portis. Shoots. And the Bucks miss again. Denver's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. It's good. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. Drives to the hoop and finished off by Porter.
Mercy. Watch out. Kevin Porter Jr. coming through with a nasty deuce.
In the corner, it's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Watson kicks to Westbrook. Milwaukee with the rebound. Right side, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one. Slamming it down with authority.
Here's Strother. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the evening. And that one misses. And here's the fast break from deep. Prince. That shot is off. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Strother in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
To the inside. And stolen by Prince. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Well, Taurean Prince is strong, but he's also got big, powerful hands, and pried that one away.
And the turnover again by Denver. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Jokic sends a two-pointer. Pass to Strother. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Murray, good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Gordon. Off target with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Murray, good.
And a great job, Murray, just getting inside the defense and knifing his way in.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Murray against Lillard. 17-foot shot on the way. Murray, no good. Bucks trail by 10. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
Jokic passes to Murray. Giannis against Gordon. Back to Murray. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Lillard. Murray, no good. The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance three is buried. And now it's only a 5-point Denver lead. Inside, it's deflected. Lopez with the steal. Kuzma inside. There's there. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Lillard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lillard's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. Gordon against Giannis. Pass to Murray. Back to Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Brown. The Nuggets with another miss. Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Prince pitch to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Kuzma with it, now guarded by Porter. And it's the Nuggets ball. They've held a 12-point lead early. And Murray, here we go. Gordon finds Murray. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You could bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that three.
Now, here's Lillard. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night. Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Ed
holding down the forward spots. Then it's Edey, then there's Ja Morant, and it's Pippen in at the 2. And for Denver, pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards, and it's Jokic in at center, filling out the middle. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Now here's Porter, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Murray for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Edey. And the layup is good off the glass.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
And a deep 3 from Jokic. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They get the rebound. He can't get that one to fall. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver, and we discussed his plan for Ja Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.?
Allie, thank you. It's both from the stripe. First quarter, just over a minute played. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag, along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player. Fun watching Porter Jr. come right back with his own 3. Love that competitive spirit.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Porter from outside. The rebound by Edey. Memphis leading by 8. Now Morant. Jackson for 3. That won't go. 3 for 6 in this one. Here's Brown. Pass to Gordon. The 3-ball. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot, even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And there's the screen. Payne, the pass to Pippen.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Nuggets trail by 6. On the wing, Murray, pounded by Morant. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Over to the wing. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Tell you what, with Jokic, you've got to foul him harder than that. This big fella takes pride in finishing through the defense.
Denver shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Morant, the pass to Pippen. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Porter. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Denver has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Brown. Out to Gordon. Porter looks it over. Cuts off the pass. And here's the fast break. Jackson with it. Oh, my goodness! Powered it home.
Did you see it?
Redunculous!
What a
Bringing
finish.
the house down!
Now here's Jokic. And again, it's Denver missing. 32 seconds left in the first. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Bane. Morant's got 7 points.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. 8-point game. Count that bucket. He's got 9.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing. Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Edey. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Jokic against Morant. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Pippen. Lets it fly. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Brown passes to Murray. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Morant fires the 3. Porter pulls it in. He's got a clear path. Here's Brown. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry. And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Murray against Morant. Murray drives in. Jokic, he's open. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Jokic has got 7 points. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Here's Brown. Fires the 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Morant finds Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Now here's Jokic. Tight defense on him. In the paint. Jokic going off.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Pass to Pippen. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Nuggets trail by 17. And there's the lob. Stolen.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Bane. Good. And the setup by Morant.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Murray. No points so far.
Yeah, that's just playing smart basketball that time. Murray doing a really good job to set himself up to get free for his shot.
The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the shot's good. Jokic has got 11.
What an impressive arsenal from Jokic knocking down these shots. He's a threat to score from anywhere.
And here's Morant outside. That's a miss. And he's 7 for 11 from the floor. Murray from outside. Here's Gordon. Right wing. And stolen by Morant. 43 seconds left in the first half of this one. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Oh, stolen by Morant. Edey for three. They get it back.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Gordon. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
Jackson against Gordon. Pass to Edey. And it's Denver with a rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Murray from outside. That shot is off. And so it's Memphis up 15 points as this quarter concludes. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
On the court for Memphis, we've got Santi Aldama, and it's Huff in at the center position. Outside Murray. Pass to Gordon. Fires it. And the dunk by Jokic.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
Here's Huff. There's a screen. Here's Stevens. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And here are the Grizzlies now. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. And it's Aldama off the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
On the take, and the dunk by Jokic.
The confidence Jokic has is impressive, as is his skill level. He knows he can get it done on the drive pretty much whenever he decides to drive.
Pass to Stevens. Kennard for 3. Knocks down the triple. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Gordon, left side. On the break. Here's Aldama. And he makes it on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Gordon, the pass to Brown. Outside Murray. From the stripe. And again, it's Denver converting.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
Lets the 3 fly. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Gordon can't hit. Grizzlies lead by 20. They set the screen. Kennard for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Porter outside. Aldama grabs the board. Memphis has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. No one covering. Stevens has got 5 points in the quarter.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Jokic. That's a miss, and he's 7 for 11 from the floor. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. Here's Huff. 1:05 left in the third quarter.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Now here's Kennard. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. 36 seconds left in the third. Murray looking around. It's tipped. Here's Huff. Pass to Kennard. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Denver. And the foul on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Pass to Strother to snap the cold streak. He drops it from range. Strother's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Peyton Watson, Russell Westbrook out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Chanchar in at power forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. No good that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Grizzlies lead by 22. Outside Morant. Ooh, rejected by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Out to the right wing. Here's Strother. Pass to Chanchar. Westbrook with it. Pounded by Morant. Westbrook with it to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get one up. No good on the triple.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Bane. Now here's Morant. Driving inside. Back to Bane. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. From behind the arc. And another miss by Denver. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient, nothing extra special there, just effective.
And again, Denver no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Knocked away. Jackson down low. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Pippen. There's Jackson with the three. Watson with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
From deep, Jordan. And again, it's Denver missing. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And it's Edey missing. The Nuggets shooting 40% so far in this one. For three, Westbrook. Here's Strother. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Moran against Westbrook. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And Denver will go for a different look here. Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Michael Porter comes in for Watson. Brown's checked in for Strother. And Murray subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And here's Morant outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 22 points.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Grizzlies.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Pippen. And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And Denver making a change here. Gordon's checked in. The deep three from Murray. And again, Denver no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Pippen. Edey for 3. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter.
Memphis ball.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. Bane fires from way outside. They get it back. Here's Pippen. And finally, they hit one.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
For three, Gordon. That shot missing. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle.